It is a lovely Sunday morning here with your host, Roger Benedict Jr. for the Living Truth Podcast. Just doing a little bit of getting prepped for heading out to do some more filming, shooting today. You see my bike and my gears over here, get ready to ride out and head towards downtown Cleveland in a little bit. Got my other camera with me today, so I'm going to do some filming using my studio camera, my cinema camera. So I hope you enjoy the footage that I'm going to capture and hopefully capture some good footage today. And I'll see you guys in the next set. Yesterday I did a good walk. It was pretty good for me. I enjoyed it. I have to get my exercise in. I definitely have to do that. I call this adventuring. You know, I pack up a camera and either sometimes have a destination or not. And wherever I end up, that's where I'll be. And as you can see, I've been a lot of places. I don't mind. I actually really enjoy coming out here. I try to get out here a little bit earlier before the day gets too busy and there's too many people out traveling, going here and there. It gives me more opportunity to film silently and not have any interruptions. Coming up on East 79th. Got some other areas I like to go to and possibly get some footage in, so just hang tight and I'll see you in the next set. Check this out. This must have been the hot spot back in the day. People was living and enjoying life. The Buckeye. East 76th Street and St. Clair Avenue. Then you have another building right across from it, all boarded up. What is this? It's like this part right here was the store part probably, or maybe even this side. Then you had, looks like it used to probably should be like a door right there and a porch, but there's a huge like wasp nest right up there. See, I gotta just look at all this stuff like this scenery right here, where you've got the balcony and hanging plants and all this right here. This original, what is this used to be? Veterans Foreign Wars something, I don't know. So this has been here. Post, the VFW post, right? See? All this from a time before, 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s. Then you still, somebody probably still actually live up there. Isn't that interesting? These little balconies up here. Like I said, I gotta stop using that word little. But all this stuff is from a previous time before, right? Parents, grandparents, people inherited, people just purchased it outright, didn't know anybody. You see so much stuff when you're walking down here in your neighborhood and you actually never even knew any of the stuff existed. But you never get up close to it. Even if you're on a bicycle, you're riding by it, you're moving real fast, you're not really paying attention. see the hustle and the bustle of the daily world. People going and coming, right? And you look at this world and you think this is all there is? This can't be it all. I used to drive by the same freeway under this bridge and see people walking up here. Never imagined that I'd be one of those people. Now there's the boat dock. So much out here, right? So much to see, so much to do in this world that somebody's on a boat over there, not going out in the water. You can't see it really. In this world that the Most High has created. It's nice. You see people down there putting their boats in the water or taking them out at the marina. One man is just now arriving with his boat. And it's the weekend before Thanksgiving holiday, which is next week. And you're listening to and also viewing the Living Truth Podcast with your host, Roger Benedict Jr., outdoors. Just trying to get a better view of the waterfront. There are a few boats out on the water I can see. If you can brace just getting your boat down here and getting it out there, you know it's like a luxurious ride. But it's because I'm pretty sure it's a little bumpy and a little wavy sometimes. But it's pretty comfortable. You got everything you need in there. You got Wi-Fi. You may have some food. Maybe a nice comfy bed to sleep in. Heat. Unless your boat doesn't have any of that. It's not a covered boat. That's something. I'm seeing this guy lower his boat down into the water with this blue truck. It's a little far for you to see. That's okay. I think I'm gonna head on back. Get back to base. Grab something to eat. Try to have a better plan for the rest of this day. So this is the freeway that most people take on their way to work, or home from work, to a friend's house, or to some engagement, or even to some other things. But wherever their destination takes them, this is the path that they took. Which is a true thing when you think about it, because the path that you're on is taking you somewhere, isn't it? Yes, it is. All roads don't lead to the same place, do they? Of course they don't. Of course they don't. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is that little Crown Bridge over the freeway down by Rockefeller Park and East Boulevard, Cleveland, Ohio, with your host, Roger Benedict Jr. for the Living Truth Podcast. Okay, so up here, what looks like some old railroad tracks in front of me, behind me, and the city up there in the distance. I thought I'd take some pictures of stuff that's not actually on the trail, on the routine ride, on the railroad tracks, where vehicles go, or trains go, not vehicles, or maybe vehicle transports go in and out of the city. Never actually been up close to an actual train, other than getting on the Amtrak and going to the various cities. You know, somebody's gotten up close to these trains because look at the graffiti. And that's interesting. Railroad tracks. I've never actually been up that close. The railroad, look how long. This is the end of the train, obviously. Boy, that's crazy, huh? Look at this graffiti. You see these things going by, you don't never even realize how big they are. Huge, ain't it? Crazy, huh? Excess height car. So what's it there? Massive, huge train. Wonder what you put. This got holes in it. I wonder what be inside here. Animals, or I gotta get back down here. Something that needs to get air, obviously. Right. I didn't even get wear my hiking shoes today. But yeah, that was a nice little moment. Yeah, I got the conductor to wave. I got the driver to wave. I mean, blow the horn, not wave. I was waving at him and he blew the horn. Look at that, huh? How many people, that's what I'm talking about, getting up close and personal, right? With life, with the things in life. Thanksgiving Day in Cleveland, Ohio, with your host, Roger Benedict Jr. Let me go ahead and get back down here to my bicycle. Just out doing some I guess I would start to call this winter riding or winter exploring. That car right there, I used to have that same car. You see, the Chevy Monte Carlo. Same color too. It's like going down memory lane sometimes when you see the things in life that you used to have when you were younger or at a certain age. Yep, that was my car right there. I bought it from a guy in the neighborhood, used. And it had some kind of trouble with the engine or the motor or something, because it wasn't performing that great. Eventually I got rid of it or sold it. I can't remember. Somebody possibly. And whatever they did, or they like went to the junkyard or something like that. All right, I'm almost to my destination, so it's picking up out here. It's getting a little crazy, a little windy. And I'm going to continue with you guys in the next set. It's close by, as you can hear. Wow. People never really see this up close, actually. Seems to be so many people coming down here. Ooh, it's toasty. It's quite buttery today. So, y'all getting a little bit of what it looks like here in Cleveland, Ohio, at the end of November. Actually, looking at the winter time approaching and getting a little taste of that right now here. Pretty much know where I am right now, getting my bearings. Walked through here back in the summer. You know, the tag artists have been all over, as you can see. The graffiti's just tagging, and the graffiti artist just tagging the area here. I wonder who left that gate open, and if that's a good sign that that gate is open, because usually there's dogs and stuff that are in some of these yards. And that's probably not a good thing that that gate is open, even though I want to go down that street. All right, we're gonna try to take it. I'm gonna get ready and get prepared and get out my mace here, pepper spray, just in case we have an encounter. Always got to be prepared. Nothing, but you never know. You don't know what's on the other side, and you don't know what's hiding. All right, so I'm just out here filming in the wonderful outdoors weather. It's a beautiful day. Yes, it is. It's actually freezing. It's frosty fresh out here. You wouldn't believe it. All right, trying to get my gear set up here. Don't want to lose my battery power. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to shoot a shot out here. It's pretty cold. Testing out my camera in the great outdoors. Welcome to the city of love with yours truly, Roger Benedict Jr. for the Living Truth Podcast. I'm just doing some testing of my camera, so I hope you enjoy the footage. Let me go ahead and bring it in and try to get the shot set up. This is about 15 paces here. We're going to bring the camera in a little bit closer to the signage. See how close I can get up there. Love, ladies and gentlemen, love, love, love. I ain't gonna lie. You don't know what people got to go through to get these shots. No. It'd be frosty fresh out here on the reel. So this is about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 paces back. So it's Thursday, Thanksgiving, November 27th, snowing a little bit here. And I'm on my way back down to base, coming back from my morning routine ride, enjoying it, embracing it, and being thankful and giving thanks. This back up. So you got to be prepared out here when you come out in the elements. You never know what you to expect, and you do have to be able to protect yourself. Now, you don't have to have nothing deadly, and in some cases you do. But the pepper spray that I have, this is that little gun that you just seen, is bright orange. You know that it's not a firearm because it's bearing that orange on the barrel there. So you know. I'm up here by this old school, St. Philip Neri Catholic School, on a windy Thanksgiving morning, November 27th, Cleveland, Ohio. Definitely cold out here today. Definitely wintry today. All right, so I guess I'm heading back home now. I was actually testing myself to see if I have the endurance, the stamina, the longevity, to be able to withstand something for a long period of time. Like riding on a bicycle, I would say I started at about East 105th Street to downtown Cleveland, no, to St. Clair, then to all the way down to Public Square, and now I'm on my way back. Now, there was another time that I just took off and rode from East 105th Street all the way to Lakewood, Ohio. And that's a lot, and that's a long distance. I surprised myself. Like they say, life is full of surprises, huh? Well, that day was just a couple of weeks ago, and let me tell you, I was surprised. Started to get on this exercise routine.
as I realized that my weight was not what it used to be, not what I remember. And all of us can remember when there was a time we was probably a little bit more in shape, better shape, I would say, slimmer, weighed less. But that's why you got to stay active. Staying active has benefit to it. Don't get me wrong. It's in the end, ultimately, it's not going to save you from the inevitable, which we all know will come one day. But you can stay active and physically fit for as long as Yahuwah will give you the ability. Remember, it's according to His will, plan, and purpose that we live and move and have our being. Yeah, I see you too, little whistling bird thing. Boy, what's wrong with people? Creep mode or something. Creep mode. I told you that creeper, he ran around in the dark in the lot where the school buses is. Come on. Even if you work there, why wouldn't you turn on your lights? That's creepy. You ran around in the school bus parking lot with no lights. Creep mode. Creeper. 100% creep me out all the way to the maximum. He figured he going, now this right here is creepy because it's dark. Wait a minute, am I somewhere I ain't supposed to be? Because this don't look right. Let me get the hell out of here. Like I'm going in a damn truck zone. I'm seeing a bunch of semi trucks and stuff like that. Now, if I see this car continue, if I see that they keep on doing it, nope, he turned over there. Man, that's why I need to turn my light on my bike on here so I can see what I'm doing. Well, it ain't that bright, but hey, I'm about to go into a doggone tractor trailer yard. Now, let me make sure I can see some of the road before. Let me make sure I can see some of the road before I actually go up here. Oh, come on, man. I know, like, you kind of like, what is you doing, man? I mean, really. You sitting there, you don't know if you want to go or stop or what. Man, come on. You're wasting my time, bro. The Twilight Zone. Some people be really out here in the Twilight Zone. They don't even be knowing what they... I don't know, they be coming to a stop sign and they sit there for like 15 minutes. That's it. It makes no sense. It don't. Wow. What is everybody like on remote control? Like they don't have a brain, they're wired and something else is controlling their thoughts. And then there's that pause where they're just sitting there, just, I don't know. It's gotta be something. I keep running into these doggone dead end roads. Man, come on. Okay, Bittern Avenue. I'm gonna turn it around right here because this was not my intention to end up somewhere in some confusing area. So I seen the cars up here, so I'm gonna go down here and see what that looks like. But you know, this is wild because you really don't notice all this, the structure of, or the landscape, or the blueprint of what it is that we embrace in life. We don't see what's underground or what's underneath. What is the structure that holds it together? What is the foundation? Where do we get the inspiration? Where do the ideas come from to create? Even music. Even if you're an artist or an entertainer, where does the inspiration come from? Where does it come from? That is the interesting thing. You know? We have all these talents and abilities, but where does it come from? All right, so it is quite windy out here. My camera adjusted. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead over here on Euclid Avenue from on the square and see what things look like. It's so funny seeing this place at night, right? Listening to the mix of B Crip and Pop 40 music in the city nights in Cleveland, Ohio. It's wild, man. Sirens going off on a Halloween night. You're wondering what's going on. What's the homeless people going up and down the sidewalk screaming and hollering like madmen. Nobody knows what's going on and when it's going to end. People out partying. What is you? Somebody dressed like a bumblebee. No, I'm just kidding. You gotta get somebody trying to dress up like a cheerleader. You know, people, it's hilariously. Well, they're waving at me and I'm waving back, I guess. I'm saying hello, nothing wrong with being friendly to people. So it is Friday night on October 31st, Cleveland, Ohio, Public Square. With your host for the Living Truth Podcast, the Outdoors edition. So there is, it looks like Tower City, right? And you have Tower City, you have the statue right here, and this huge monument here. Looks like some Civil War type memorial. So I never really paid a whole lot of attention to this kind of stuff, even having lived here for like a lot of my life, a whole majority of my life. But you look around and you see like that building over there, the May Company building. And even though the May Company is gone and it's been years since maybe the late 80s or 90s, I don't know when it left, or when the company closed down or sold the property, but that's been there. The building's been there since I was a kid. Matter of fact, I used to go in that building. So, but this, I think my mother took me into this once upon a time when I was a kid. It was a funny, it was a fun adventure, right? Kids, you know. Everything looks so huge and so large and so wondrous to you when you're a kid, and then you grow up and you see things and you're like, wow. Good. What, I need you. Perfect. You gonna get out my way, man? Hey, what's up? Them two got on some criminal outfits, some
some prison outfits. Those two people, well, that's hilarious. Look at these two dudes. Oh God, it's so hilarious.
Hey, do you have any idea what the
What?
do you have any idea what the Tiffany Glass building is?
I don't know, but it'd be a lot of people going in there.
Yeah.
I know, like, it looks like they having some fun.
You're right.
Something, man. I don't know, but there's all this water and shit. But
I know, it's slippery right now.
but, yeah, like right now, it's all these people going. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know.
Gotta get a girl.
That's gotta be a club. It's gotta be a club or a bar, man.
Got to.
All right, guys, take care.
Be safe, sir.
I ain't really out here looking for nothing to see so far as Halloween goes. I'm just out here. Wow, see that? Told you. And could have been a terrible fender bender, smash bang, crash them up right there on Halloween. And somebody would have remembered that for the rest of their life. That accident happened to them on Halloween. It'll be embedded in their memory. They'll never forget about it until the day that they die. They'll tell stories about it. Isn't that interesting? How something happens to you, and it may be a certain level of trauma, but you could remember it like it was yesterday. Why does the brain allow you to do things like that? Well, there are people who say that they have died for a period in time in this world, in this life. Well, so here's the Greyhound bus station. It's been a while actually since I've been near this place. Wow, and you know what? I ain't been down here in a hot minute. The Greyhound bus station. Okay, there's so many people on the sidewalk.
Hurry the fuck up! Is that y'all? Hurry the fuck up right now before I get the tweaking in this bitch. I swear to God, on my face.
Oh, wow. See what I'm talking about? I can't even enjoy. And this ain't just because it's Halloween. Some of these people like her, they are like that every day. That's them all day, every day. These people wearing some Teletubby outfits. Man, come on, man. Look. Come on, dude. Okay, so we look at the aspect of Halloween and we see, yes, it can be a fun event. It can be fun for some people. Well, it could be fun for a lot of people. It depends on the person. But you know what? Whether they dress up or don't dress up, or whether they have a party, is it really harming anyone? That's what a lot of people say. Is it really harmful? What harm is it to just enjoy life and have fun? What harm is it? It didn't warm up. There's all that pop noise. See what I'm talking about? We gotta be careful out here, bro. There be too many people that's running around with guns and they're trigger happy. Now coming up on this area of the park, which is a pond, a large pond actually. I love this tree right here. It's a willow tree. That's nice. So we're talking about how you can get out and just embrace this, enjoy this nature. Maybe do a lap around here. I can't even see the creek for all this, all this forestry, all this brush is
blocking the view of the creek, but we're coming up on this huge pond here. There's fountains. And you know it's man-made because it's got fountains in it. Give you an example. Just down there is a natural creek. Over here is this huge pond, and no disrespect to creative architects and builders, none at all. And you have your man-made water bodies, or body of water, I'm sorry. It is heating up, and I had to take off my other jacket, so I'm probably gonna do a quick lap around here and just head on back and prepare to start the day. Get a little breakfast, get some nutrition, and get energized after this exercise. Maybe rest a little bit later. I'm fixing my eyes on those yellow flowers over there that are blooming. Still a remnant or a taste of summer that is left here, slowly fading. It's nice to get out early. I saw a few other people jogging and just exercising. But other people on bicycles such as myself. This is a huge pond, as you can see. Well, you can't really see much because it's so dark and green. Definitely murky. I can see the shadow of that tree off the reflection of the water. You might not be able to see it. It's that dark spot that's in the water. You can see some vegetation here. Isn't it beautiful? And down there, and this looks like what used to maybe be a different area at one time because of the steps, the stone steps here. But as you can see, there's a creek down there. The creek I was telling you about. Various areas of this park I have explored over the summer, and it's been pretty interesting. You know, I grew up in this neighborhood, but lived on the other side of town for about 10 years. So I decided to get out as part of my exercise journey, and since there was this park down here, and I would see people as I drive by all the time running and exercising, I said to myself, hey, you know what? I'm just going to right outside and exercise. I'll walk down to the park or walk around the park. And what do you know? Here we are. And I'm still on my exercise journey and enjoying this beautiful weather. Well, it won't last long because we are in the end of the season of summer, going into fall. I'm watching nature here. I'm watching this bee extract pollen from this flower. The animals are knowing that their source of food is slowing down. And they are out here scrounging and trying to get enough food to sustain themselves. Me, on the other hand, I'm out here going to reflect on some spiritual things. Just taking a little time to get a breath of fresh air and relax and just take it easy. Such as that. I've been on this journey this exercise journey, I would say, and also a spiritual one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to and enjoying the Living Truth Podcast. Cleveland, Ohio, for Pop 40 Music, this is Roger Benedict Jr.